All right, people, welcome back to Renoized in the studio. My name is Alex, and this time we're going to completely remake this song from scratch because I'm just not happy with the way it is. We're starting a bit late because I have finally managed to get this to work on the laptop. Let's have a look. I want to take this, what it's currently called the bridge, but I want to take this and then completely rewrite the thing. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing before this, is there? And that's an idea. Mm-hmm. I really quite like that, so I'm going to keep that, but... Ooh, let's see. Does a new project tab work properly? Did I save it properly? Looks like it does. Look at that. That was easy. Sometimes it's easy. And we're going to copy VPS Avenger and Omnisphere. And we're just going to put them in the instruments. Mm-hmm. There. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to delete all of that. All of that. So we've only got this intro. Select, computer. Select, thank you. Right. So. Come on. There we go. Ooh, we've got flat notes, haven't we? If I change my key... F flat mode Phrygian. Yes, that look, if you look, they're all sharps now, but I could probably look that up, but I'm not going to right now. Yeah, let's stick with that. And turn that up for me. So, I've actually been quite looking forward to doing this one. I've been controlling myself not to do it off stream, so you can see how I work with this. I want to start with the breakdown for this song, because yeah, there's this line that I want in this song. We know what you did. We won't let you forget what you did. And I've been thinking about it when swimming, like, oh, we should do this and that. On the drums, we do not want a key snap. They are not a keyed instrument. They're not a melodic instrument. 137. Come on, let's have something slightly different. We'll not do a multiple of 5 for once. And this should be in triplets. Yes, that's 1/16 triplets. Let's make it 1/8 triplets, just for now. If I need 16th, I can change that later. And then get the full sound of putting it on the other drum as well. Yeah, it's coming through loud enough on the stream. So, what you did. We know what you did. Huh? Hmm. Let me start here, maybe. It's got this. Oh, what was this called? There was a name for this in triplets. Yeah. He won't let you. The timing of this is going to be tricky. Right, let's get the kick going, sort of as something for me to orientate myself on. You did. Won't let you forget what you did. What you did. What you did. Yeah, yeah. Oops. You forget. Oh, the timing's funny on this, isn't it? I hope that makes it interesting. Won't let you forget. You did. Won't let you forget what you did. We know. Does it come on the second one? You did. Yeah. You did. We know what you did. What you did. Is that shifted then? You did. You did. What you did. Wait. You did. Yeah, I'm thinking. So we have my vocals. We know it now in the background. Backing vocal. Arrow's backing vocals. Wait. Let you forget what you. What you did. Wait. Maybe that would be good for an outro. Right, that's the rhythm of the vocals at least. Let me get my guitar. take off some rings because I didn't want to scratch the thing. Is my chat working? If there's anyone in chat, I'm sorry, I've forgotten something. 1 second, I have to go to the switch. Come on, computer. Hello. Come on. Why can't it ever just work? 1 second. Right. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Lovely. Social Stream Ninja. That should do it. Come on. Right. You do a test here. Do a test here. Lovely. Do a test here. Yeah, Twitch works. YouTube works. Why doesn't Instagram work? Okay, Instagram works. Hey! Something I should have checked before. But anyway. Right. I do need to quest a smaller block size so I can play guitar. Smaller than that, look. That is round trip of, what was that? 26 milliseconds? That's too much. Okay, that is 15 milliseconds. I can live with that. Now I put the loop on. Hi, Ela. That must be Ela. Bye. Do I want this pause at the beginning, or? I think I want the pause. I think we need more snare. I haven't even started mixing yet. This is just ideas. Yeah. Something like that. Do I? I'm going to try and record it just so I've got the idea, but most of it's there. Only the guitar is armed, I hope. Yep. Save. Ah, damn it, it's done that thing again. Whatever. Right. Enough of the guitar for now. That's that section done. And then there was something about cropping it to the active take. Yeah, that one. Don't need that bit. I'm just gonna Frankenstein that together. This is definitely not the one going on the final song, but ooh. Did I do? Keep that to one side for now. And that one goes back. Right, so. Yeah, I don't like that, I don't think. So I'm going to put that there. Yep. Yeah, that's better. Then I might put that there. it's actually just the same as that. Well, right. That's the breakdown. We just put that twice. We can come back to that later and fix it later. But yeah, that is one thing I particularly wanted to work on first. Create a region. Breakdown. Right. Actually, what I'm going to do, because that guitar is tuned in G sharp, this song wants to be in F sharp, so instead of retuning the, which is the Floyd Rose, so I'm not going to retune that guitar. So I'm just going to change it in the program. I really need to get that Digitech drop pedal, but that requires money, which is not something I have a lot of right now. So, next job is get the lyrics open. I need to finish off the lyrics still, but let's go and find some. Oh, don't forget to save your progress. If you don't save your progress, you fuck it. You'll bug it. Always has to be yeah. And I'm just gonna actually do the number instead of writing that like that. Yeah, I think it looks better as just numbers. Plus, people will make the link a bit better. Right. See, it's got 2 pluses in front of the name. It's pretty close. Wonder what I was thinking there. Right. Let's go and find a text-to-speech. It was 11 Labs I've been using a lot of. Anmelden. Hello. Yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I? Let's listen. What does that sound like?
We can't stop them. We don't know where they come from. We don't know what they want. They don't even seem to want territory. All they do is kill. We can't even begin to negotiate with them or work out their objectives because we just don't know the first damn thing about them. That's not an enemy, Mr. Chairman. That's a monster.
Is that coming through? I don't know. It's just coming out of my laptop speakers now, but we'll get that in there. So, let's see. I want a woman's voice for this.
Just trust yourself.
No. No, I think I want an American voice for this one.
In the theater of life, we are all actors sharing the same scene.
Bella's not too bad. Jessica.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine. Our distrust is very expensive. I have never been hurt by anything I didn't say.
I like Lily. Not for this, but I like Lily.
Ideas are the beginning points of all fortunes.
Matilda.
Nature is a mutable cloud, which is always and never the same.
Hi, Thomas. Tom.
The years teach much which the days never know.
Nature is a mutable cloud, which is always and never the same.
I like River. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Yep, yep. Let's get to see what she says. See how she says it.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Right. More spaces. And speed, slow.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Try with full stops.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Botulism. Is that really how they pronounce that? Tell me, dictionary.
Botulism.
No, it's a ch. I'm not crazy. Right. Hello, Alex. I'm just gonna delete all of it. Delete, delete, delete all of this. I hope I can do them again. Look, it's not hard to redo this. We want the stereo mix. Right.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Let's get it to regenerate it, see if it comes out like this thing with these AI effects.
Cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
That's better. No!
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
I pressed the wrong button. Delete that one. That one's pathetic.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Let's get it to exaggerate the style a bit.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
This is the problem with stupid AI. We're burning down the forests for this. I'm going to record it anyway.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax.
Oh, no, wrong button. There we go. But
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
that one's better.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
English US.
I can't believe we actually did it.
I can't believe we actually did it. The project is finally complete, and it turned out.
Dear team, I hope this email finds you well.
He couldn't help but smile as he watched the sun rise over the horizon.
Dear team, I hope this email finds you.
Dear team, I hope this email finds you well.
Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia. It states that
I can't believe we actually did it. The project is finally complete, and it turned out better than I could have imagined.
That doesn't sound like a Nancy.
Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia.
Let's take that one. I think something went wrong with my sound card there. Hold on. Hello? Yeah. My mouse has stopped working. 1 second. There we go. It's more like it. Right. I think we have to do the same thing with full stops.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
What else we got? AI again.
He couldn't help but smile as he walked. Newton's first law of motion. He couldn't.
No, we don't want a child.
I can't believe we.
What else we got on the internet? Yes, I am human.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic distortion, plague.
Well, yeah, me. Do I have to do that every time? Okay.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic distortion, plague.
What else we got? I need to get Footsbox on this.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus.
Sounds too teenage.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera,
Well, it doesn't change anything.
smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
It's not going to be Michelle Obama, is it?
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
There we go. Right. Let's actually stop working with my stupid laptop speakers and use my more expensive speakers. Get a bass going. Serum 2. Am I blind? That's Serum 2. See what we get out of this. And get a kick going behind it. Right. It's on loop. You go in the base folder. Why is that not doing anything? That should be... It only works when it's actually playing. That helps. That's sensible, I suppose. I guess we want it on every 8th triplet. No. Play with that in a second. Let's get some presets going. Bass. Do I need to bring up the... Not that one. What should probably already be on there? No, not speaker sim. That's another one that needs to be... yeah. Okay. Migrating from desktop to laptop is hell. If you're going to ever use a laptop, just start on your laptop. Don't bother. Starting at, yeah, about 100. So yeah, what I'm hearing is I don't like that. If I ever wanted to imitate like a real bass, I think I would do that, but yeah, that is the Germans. Die Treppe. That's not bad. So that's not terrible. Check. Duplicate the track, mute that one. Mm-mm. Geiger noise. Where is my foot switch? It's under here somewhere. There it is. Because my spacebar doesn't seem to want to do it, but the foot switch does. Interesting, but Where's the filter on this one? Am I blind? That cutoff. It's not. Nope. That's the name of the band. And you can kind of see it there. I'm not a fan of these ones in Serum 2. See what I've got. I should have some. But this isn't picking out the serum folder. Let's insert the original serum. I thought I had installed some preset patches on this. Damn it. Write myself a note. Serum presets and the noise ash plugins didn't work. Let's get them working. In between. What else can I use? Other instruments I've got installed. I am not using Spire again for bass after that last time. Why have I... That is weird. Look at... I've got Serum twice. I've got it as a VSTi and a VST3i. If you put back instruments, look, it's there and there. I want to use the VST3. So I do have them installed. I just saw Serum presets folder. Fucking OneDrive. I think it's OneDrive. Stupid thing. How do you change that in the program? What if I just... Do I need any of that to make it work? Okay, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to remove that. And we'll stick with this one. Right, see what we get when I put in this. Oh. You do have to put something on it for it to do that, Alex. No, not quite there. I like that, but I've got to turn off that. I'm trying to play it on two at once. Where's the bloody arpeggiator on this thing? That needs to go off. Am I blind? Where is it? No, not global. No, that's not it. No, that's not helped anything. Nope. Reload the preset. See, that would be pretty nice if you but we're in triplets today. Oh, I can put the rings back on now. Hmm. Pressing poly now. I'm just going to Google it. Fuck it. Where is the arpet on serum? Might be something they've done with the LFO. Huh? Ah, look, there it is. That must be it. They've got to be sync. Yes, let me see triplets. There it was. That's half the speed I want. That's okay. Right. There we go. It's taking me that long just to get a bass in. But let's bring on a new track. What I might do. Can I hide this somehow? No, but never mind. Get another one. Endeavour Psytrance. I have to put something on. Why is that one drifting in and out of time? Do they all do that? Hold on. Which one was it? Why is it doing that? Okay, can I do it with the other one? I've got to actually put it on. No. What do you mean enter my cereal serum? Ah. Serum needs bloody... Ah. Not having a good time with instruments today, am I? Why are you... All right. We'll leave serum for now. We'll try a different instrument. What else have I got that I can use? Oh, did I get toxic biohazard running? I did. I love this one for the pads. Anyway, we're not here for the pads. We're trying to get a bass running. On the track. What else we got? Silent. Where did I save them? Was that in Dropbox? Was it in Google Drive? No, I can't remember where it was, but I can do it by doing that. And there. This is a nice bank I have. Can't remember where it's installed, but I'm not worried about that for now. They're all having troubles. Yeah, they're all drifting in and out of time. Spacebar's not working for some reason. But, right. Try that just quickly. Something was making noise there. What happens if I... Yeah, you didn't need to render all of that. Oh, Jesus. Let's go and delete that. 31. $26 megabytes for that. Nope, thank you. Paste WAV time selection master mix. Yep, lovely. Should have rendered it as mono, but whatever. That'll. It's mostly mono data. Paste it. Yeah, I should have rendered it as mono. Channels, mono, render, overwrite. Or we could just do it. Yeah, hold on. Hey, I like the way it renders that, but right. Does that then need to go? Why are we? Why soloed? Why are we soloed? You hear that? It does seem to be I don't know. Drifting. See what else we got. What? Why? I'm seriously having trouble with drifting. That is a nice place. Doesn't warm roll appear twice or something? Yeah. Anyway, let's get these in my project. Show in folder. 731. Yeah, that's a bit strange, but okay. Well, what have we got?
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid.
Apparently, I've done this before.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax,
Not that one.
anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
I think, oh, I'm gonna have to... Quiet. Yeah, we want it in that section. But, which one's missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, anthrax, cholera.
Put some reverb on it.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Or do we just send it to the... Oh, I need to update that. If I could spell, to be honest. I think we just send it to Stadium.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Oh, yes, of course, and that's not working because... Replica doesn't want to work.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax.
Nope. Leave that for now. Leave that there. We won't send it to it, but...
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Right. Let's cut this up and start editing.
Anthrax.
So that needs to be longer. Oh, this one is Reaper. My favorite one.
Anthrax. Cholera, small.
Got another colorist.
Cholera, small.
There. We'll take that one.
Cholera.
This one, yeah, this is Reaper. I don't know how similar they look, but you can get lots of different skins for Reaper, and this is my favorite skin. I've been using it for many, many years.
Cholera.
What is the K?
Cholera. Cholera. Anthrax. Anthrax.
I think I have to do some... Is it difficult to master? I don't know. It depends, yeah. I don't know. I think it's quite easy. But then I'm a little biased, aren't I? The one I use. I thought it was easy enough to master. I found it easier to use than Cubase. Cubase was pretty nasty for me.
Anthrax. Cholera.
That's the kind of speed I want.
Cholera, smallpox.
Everyone has their preference, I think.
Smallpox.
Blue bit is the S.
Smallpox.
see the t there. That's gonna press my loop. Turn off my loop for now.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox.
Right, turn off snapping for a second.
Smallpox. 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 Anthrax, cholera, smallpox.
Well, put the snapping back on for my loop for a second.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox.
What did I have next?
Tetanus, typhoid, botulism,
Gonna
botulism.
botulism will take there. Well,
Typhoid, anthrax, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid,
don't like that one.
Cholera. Smallpox.
smallpox,
What?
anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, tetanus,
Tetanus.
tet-
I see the t.
tetanus, anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus,
Have I got a better tetanus than that?
tetanus, typhoid,
She's going up, but tetanus. Might have to repitch that if I can.
typhoid, botulism, bubonic cholera, smallpox, tetanus,
We can go back and get another one. Just tetanus.
anthrax,
No.
tetanus, 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 typhoid, tetanus,
I like that one. That's the one I already had, but no. Wrong button, wrong button.
anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus,
Tetanus. Da-da-da.
tetanus, 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 smallpox, tetanus, smallpox, tetanus,
The way she says it there.
tetanus, tetanus,
Why did you have to do the glottal stop?
tetanus, 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 tetanus,
Yes, that is an AI vocal. I'm using 11 Labs to get it.
tetanus,
I had a good one and I clicked it away.
tetanus, tetanus,
Sometimes.
tetanus,
There.
tetanus,
Show in folder. Cut that. Put it there. Let me bring that back into Reaper.
smallpox, tetanus,
I might actually blend them. Yeah, I'm doing one on Unit 731 and the biological weapons testing they did.
Smallpox.
Ooh, do you hear that going? It needs some distortion, actually. The real, when I'm finished with it. Oops. But yeah. That's pretty cool.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus. Tetanus.
Yeah, this is about disease and dark things and try the AI. You do need to do some fiddling with the timing and everything.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus.
Yeah. We'll take the tet and then we'll mix it in with this one.
Pox, tetanus. Tetanus. Tetanus.
See how that goes.
Smallpox, tetanus. Smallpox, tetanus. Smallpox, tetanus.
Might have to spend a long time fiddling with this. Let's see if I can. I don't even have Cubase on this now. One of my tracks I did in 2012, before all this AI stuff, I spent hours cutting together. It was these guys, Natural Readers. I spent hours cutting together a sample. It took me forever.
Smallpox, tetanus. Tetanus. Tetanus.
What if we just bring down the pitch?
Tetanus. Tetanus. Botulism. Botulism.
What's my order here? Tetanus, typhoid.
Botulism. Tetanus, typhoid. Tetanus, typhoid. Tetanus. Typhoid. Tetanus. 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 Botulism. Typhoid. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism.
That fits pretty good with the beat. I will need to tweak it a bit. Botulism, then bubonic plague. And then, yeah, so I want it to start, this one to start on the second beat.
Bubonic plague. Bubonic plague. Bubonic plague.
Change the grid to be 1/8 triplets.
Bubonic. Bubonic. Bubonic.
There's the B.
Bubonic plague. Bubonic plague.
I want it to be faster than that.
Bubonic plague. Bubonic. Bubonic plague. Bubonic. Bubonic plague.
The plague?
Bubonic plague.
No, not quite.
Bubonic plague. Bubonic plague.
Bubonic plague. You know what would be bloody easier? I'm not going to do it now. Do I have it plugged in? Vocaline. I do not. Right, so I need to get that installed on the laptop. What would make my life a lot bloody easier? If I record the rhythm I want. Let's go.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
That's pretty close, but I'm going to just make my life a lot easier. What you can do... you record the rhythm you want, you get the dub, and then it changes the rhythm of the dub. I've used it on vocals before, and I use it on my main vocals, but why aren't I using it here? Anyway.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism.
What we got here? Let's see what else we got. I'm not too happy with that bass. That one I had open. Yeah.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus.
No. Blech. Keep hearing the synths drifting out. I really need to look this up and see what's going on. I mean, yes, if you spend the time and make your own ones, yeah. I am just guilty of using presets. I don't have the time to spend to master the instrument. Let's see what else we got. What is a respace? too bad. See what this one's like. Oh, hang on.
Cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague, anthrax,
Let's go and listen to this one again. What's the bass that I have for this? It's a lot louder. Oh. And I'm gonna get. Yeah. Need to fix the product key. Bass sounds crap anyway, but yeah. I guess I'm gonna give Spire another chance. Oh, I've got this, another case of having the same one twice. Where's that appeared? Am I blind? Yeah, it's appeared in there. I wanted to appear over here. That one. Never mind. Yeah, definitely. Let's try this then.
anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague, 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 anthrax.
That's a good start.
Smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague, anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus.
Right. Gonna take out. Not quite what I wanted to do. That's. Didn't know. That is not something I knew I could do. You right click on the keys and it selects all the notes of that pitch. Right. Anyway. Let's take out this lower, the fifth, lower fifth. Let's see what comes out. I like that better. Octave up? Oh, it's snapped the key. That's not what I wanted. Turn off the key snap for a second. Make it a fifth. Quite like that. Do we add in a minor? Now I need the key snap. That'll have to be a major. Maybe I am over-engineering this. Probably. But let's see what it sounds like when I'm done. Is that as far as my Control Z goes? Yeah. Right. And then I did have a nice sample for this. Just gonna copy that. Just copy that over. There. Put that on the beat.
7, 3, 1.
And then maybe we stretch out. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, I haven't snapping on anymore. Before I do that, yeah. Copy that. Then do that, and then there we go. Long intro.
7, 3, 1.
change my grid back to quarter notes because that's confusing me now. There. Right, then we'll get a normal kick going. Huh? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, I hear the project is starting to get a bit too big for my buffer. Increase the buffer size. And then we bring up that bit, maybe? Right. Oh. I've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I need to go and make some water. Oh. Stretchy, stretchy. I will be back in 15. Speak to you in a bit. All right, people, let's keep moving.
One.
And then I think we just put a pad under it. Come on, 8 bars. There's 8 bars. And see if that works nicely for a verse. Once the tides had turned against them, all the documents they had made, survivors purged to hide their crimes. They took their secrets to the grave. Oh yes, bridge is a bit longer as well. We know what you did. We won't let you forget what you did. We know what you did. Don't even try to question it. Yeah, that works. Let's take that bridge. I'm actually going to see if it works as a chorus. Put this all the way over here. And then let's get a lead. Silent. It's just the standard one I go to when I need a lead to get started. What have I got for plucks? Not 16, 8. No, maybe 16 actually. What am I doing? I'm putting it on the wrong track. One eight trip, yeah. Ooh. That might actually work in the verse. Just something simple like that. Hold on, save that for later. Oh, hold on, I've got to do in more than that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the bass to follow that. Mm-hmm. Hmm. That is quite nice as just a filler.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Yeah, and then on the fourth bar.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax.
Just like so.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. And
And then we do the same on the bass, of course.
tetanus. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
Mm-hmm. get another silent in there. It's got a virus block, yeah. Throw me the notes. Get my water out of the way. You know what? I might just save that as a bridge. And we'll... Let's not try and fit the lead to the pad. Let's do it the other way around. We'll get another silence. Well, that's quite nice. But no. Still playing the wrong thing. Start, why not? See if I can get the buffer down a bit so it's a bit easy to play. see, right? If I record onto this, just make sure that the guitar is off. Let's get the metronome on. Oh, damn it. Turn off the loop. Try that again. Metronome was off. Now I'm not recording. Right, and if we quantize the hell out of this, what do we get? Triplet. I'll put that on a different track and draw over it. I think the problem might be that the idea I have isn't in triplets. But maybe that. There we go. Ah. That might be nice as a pre-chorus, but hang on, let's get some... What did I use for leads, really? Serum, to be honest, and I've got problems with that today, but their license is gone. Ugh. See what else we got. Yep. Let's get something in there. Hmm. Uh-huh. Hmm. Go a bit old school. When was this? You're gonna tell me a year? No. Zeta plus 2. Very old. But ooh. Yes. Why didn't I do that earlier? Idiot. But bit sharper. Thank you. That's an old preset I had from years ago, but let's use that one. Why reinvent the wheel? So that I'm gonna make my pre-chorus. I think I need to move the toms over there. Yeah, with the toms in front of the bass. That makes sense because they're drums. They go next to the. Ah, well. No, not what I meant to do. Insert a virtual instrument on your track. Zeta plus 2. See what I've got in here. I should have some. Ah, yes, I remember using that one. Let's. That's pretty cool. I was going to fiddle with that. Yeah, that should go up, not down. Who's doing that? Yeah, it needs to go up by 3, I think. I'll leave that there. Might come back to it later. Right. Something similar for a chorus. Where are my strings? That. Just. Oh. Automatic. Or yeah. Oh, you know what that is? That is I Am Your Sin. Okay, let's try not to just redo an old song that I've already done. What I was trying to do in the old version of this do that with it. Right. Virtual instrument. Let's get another instance of zeta plus 2. Hang on, I can just do. Not all of these work. See what button leads hard. Not all of these are making noises. I think I need to reinstall that. Something's not right there. What I can do, though, I've got Zeta plus 1 here, the original. What have we got here? Like, I love this. That's probably one of my favorite pads. Use that on all my stuff. That might be a good lead to work with. Just put, yeah. Helps if you put it on the right track. Hold on, I'm hearing something in my head. No, that wasn't quite the right spot. Was it the high note that was supposed to do it? Something like that. I'm still looking for a lead, really. I don't really want to... These are all kind of rhythmy sounds. Pluck. There's a lead we can work with. That was used a lot on the first album. Where am I going to go with this? Oh, need to zoom in. No, hang on. Loop off. Something like that. But what I think I'm gonna do. Oh no, hang on. I'm in key, so what's a fifth? C sharp. That. And then I guess if we put an offbeat here. And that follows the bass. And then back to C. Why is that not looping now? Oh, you have to turn the loop on as well, that helps. Maybe? I don't know. Might have another go at that another time, but yeah. What if I mute that for now? And then I'm just gonna, yeah, but there, where was it? There was insert bars or something, insert empty space and selection. There we go. What? Oh, there, like that. Make it bigger than that. And have another one of them. And I'll worry about the rest later. Oh, turn off the loop. On the 4th bar, ghost note on the snare. Now we're getting audio artifacts. Turn up the buffer. Copy that over for a verse. And then comes the pre. I don't like that one. You know, I need something to play on. Want to try a different instrument. See what else I've got I can play with right now. Codex. Waves. Is that going to work? Yeah, it's going to work. Leads. Where's the first? What's the first lead called? Airy Harry. And then I can just use my That's interesting. Which one is doing that though? Try the mix. Seems to be the same thing. It's not that one. Right.
Seven, three, one.
Put it in there. Mm-hmm.
Seven, three, one.
What if that was a bass?
Seven, three, one.
No.
Seven, three, one.
Mm-hmm. Let's put that in the verse and just do the accents. Which one is that? That one. Come on. Full volume. Dunno. Maybe. Yeah. On the snare. What about... if it's rhythmic? Bit of rhythm to drive the thing. I am going to put another codex in there. Oh, I've just seen. Stop playing. I got that cymatics quake. Is that going to work? Or do I need to activate that as well? Am I blind? Where's it gone? I saw it and it was gone. Cymatics, yeah, it's under C, not Q. You gonna work? Yes. See what we've got. This is quite dark. Tron. Synth. I'll come back to that, but I'll put it in the base folder and worry about it later.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism,
get a pad under that. I don't know what this part of the song is going to be. I don't know how many times I'm going to use it. But I'm just going to make a region of it and call it diseases.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox.
Let's get the pad to follow the base there. Slicey, slicey.
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
And then I guess that's going to be a verse. Does that come straight after?
Typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
I'm hearing something here as well. And then just...
Anthrax, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax,
Go away.
anthrax, cholera, smallpox. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague. Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
I think I want a bit of a pre-verse in there as well. Put this section in there.
Typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
And then come in the vocals. Turned against them. They burned all the documents they had made. Survivors purged to hide their crimes. They took their secret to the grave. Again, hearing something. I think I might get the guitar to do this as well. Does that work here though? What if the bass does that? this also does that. Just have a 4-bar loop. Save. Chorus, question mark. I am probably going to come back to this and totally redo a load of this as well. I want this one to be a really good one. It's going to take me whatever. Such a perfectionist. I think I'm going to give it another 15 minutes or so and then call it a day. Anyway, I was going to check out some more of these leads. Where was it? It was... Hold on. Yep, that's what I was playing with. Oh, what's that from? I think that's from Deviant UK's Wreckhead. That's sort of, I'm not saying use this synth, but that's just that wow sort of. This LFO here. Anyway. It's quite nice for these. Whiny sort of sounds, I want to say. That's something Zemon did in the previous version. I think we might try and copy some of that over. But I want to get this banging chorus, something that is... Let me have a look at my lyrics, see what I've got for that. Have I got a chorus? Spacebar doesn't want to work. Where's my foot switch gone? Taking the earth. Inside the well. Spreading the plague. Throughout. I might just put that in the chorus. Ooh. Let's see, can I? Let's Google that. Oh, I do need to take the... See if there's... Where's that? Just gonna... Factory of Death. That's a nice little... Come on, man. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay. Let's find a male voice.
Expensive.
Too high pitched. What if we... Let's go with this guy now. Hold on. And then... Generate.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
Exaggerate the style.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
Yeah, let's take that. Right.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
Tests, and then we... Put that in our 731 folder. And let's pitch him down a lot.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
More.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic.
See who else we've got. What other voices can we get?
The world is round, and the place which may seem like the end may also be the beginning.
Again, I wanted American voices for this one.
Love will trust if you do.
Oh, Australian, right there. Yeah. crying.
Gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty. God has given you one face, and you make yourself.
British again.
Friends show their love in times of trouble, not happiness. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. It is not so important to know everything as to appreciate what we learn.
Ah, I like that one.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
Less exaggeration.
Psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military.
Stop stressing the sadistic.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
I'll go with that one. No. Try.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
I like that one.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic, with no conceivable military application.
Take that, put it in there.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic with no conceivable military application.
Bit much.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic with no conceivable military application. The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic with no conceivable military application.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll stick with that. That's probably going to go... I think the diseases...
Anthrax, cholera, smallpox, tetanus, typhoid, botulism, bubonic plague.
That should be, like, after the chorus, I think. Then...
The tests they carried out.
Bubonic plague.
The tests they carried out were psychopathically sadistic.
Right, it's 10:30. That's been nearly 3.5 hours. I think I'm going to call it a day. I will come back to this when I've fixed the bloody synths that don't work. And next time we'll see if we can get this one finished and get a nice chorus going. Thank you for being with me. I will see you in the next one.